into it.
Well, game one, hardpoint, Atlanta Dazed versus Chicago Hunted. I believe this is gold mixed. Good luck, boys and girls.
Because we are going to be right into it. It's going to be Boozy's up inside the hard point. The contest is going to be there. He's dodging all the current attempted wall bangs, but it does look like Chicago is just kind of be setting up here to try and guard their guard the backside. As you do see, Atlanta is pushing forward and trying to pick up these spawns.
Atlanta's doing a really good job pushing forward, maintaining that plane control. They had some early momentum that paid off for them. However, it does look like Chicago Hunted is breaking through here. Actually, as I say that, Toph goes on a little bit of a spree, clearing people out. So Atlanta Dazed takes control back of P1. However, they are going to have to extend out. Looks like you do have OB. He is trying to get those spawns, but Chicago Hunted, they were wise to what he was doing, and Chicago Hunted is actually in pretty good position for the spawns for P2.
Boozy was trying to make a noose himself over by Tetris there. He did end up getting picked up, but 2 players from Chicago are going to fall, so the remaining 2 players are going to try and fall back, protect these P2 spawns. P2 is going to pop, but Atlanta's in possession of the hill right now, despite the spawns being in Chicago's favor. So we are going to see, as actually read as I say that, Chicago is going to spawn out. Terrenz is aware of that. He's going to drop Dasher, so there you go. All of Chicago now coming from the front side, and Atlanta is yet to drop a point here. As Toph will go on a 5 spree. Finally goes down, but a 7-2 start there to open this one up. Dasher's going to get shut down at the front, and Atlanta off to a hot start.
Yeah, Atlanta, even though they didn't have spawns there, just moved in and broke through Chicago. Chicago didn't look like they stood a chance there, just kind of dropped like flies. Actually, if you look right now, you do have Toph. He's 7-2, and all in all on Chicago Hunted, it's pretty even across the board.
As yeah, Toph is going to be kind of preparing for here for P3, as it is going to pop. 3 go down from Chicago once again. So Chicago has spent a good chunk of this game just kind of getting team wiped. They've yet to pick up a point. As they're still being shut up. They'll finally get on the board, but they're down 90 points already.
Hey, if this league is any indication, that doesn't mean much. I've seen people come back from bigger deficits and win it. But it does look like Atlanta was able to break that hill. They were able to wrench control back from Chicago and actually extended past it a little bit and putting a little hurting on. I think we've got a split spawn situation going on.
Nope. We did until they all died. So all of Chicago again going down. They just can't get anything going right now, it looks like, as they're doing their best here. To try and just pick up the players left and right, but the ARs from Atlanta are coming alive. Toph at 12-4, Terrenz 7-2. The guys are going nuts right now, and unfortunately, Chicago is just kind of running into the blender.
Yeah, Chicago's actually, they were definitely split spawn there for a second. Spawn in corner to corner, 2-2, split the map. Did actually work in their favor, allowed them to hit that hard point from multiple angles, were able to clear it out temporarily. Does look like Atlanta's kind of picking themselves up off their bootstraps and pushing back into that hard point and able to wrench control back from Chicago. So I think Chicago actually might be in a good position here to put some more points on the board.
Yep. Corner's finally going to regain some control here. He's going to pick up those great shots there on the Terrenz in the back. He'll get flanked by Boozies. Toph will get dropped as well. So Chicago regaining control of the hill here as they finally get some form of map stability here, as they're now going to pick up some time. They should be in a good position to pick up the last 20 seconds of scrap time here. But the rotation is going to be on towards P5. You can see Chicago spawning in the back, and they're going to be working towards that rotate there. You got to have number 8 Dasher is going to pick up the last of the scrap, and OB's already here on the hill. And we're going to see if Chicago's aware of this fact. They will be once it pops. Majestic is right to his right. He's going to not pick that one up. OB picking up 2. Stads is going to be the next one up, coming from the back. OB's going to be ready for this. He's going to walk right in. Stads will pick up the kill.
Atlanta Dazed, from a strategic standpoint, are actually playing this map really well. It is important to maintain that plane control either upper or lower, and if you notice, Atlanta, they kind of dance around that plane no matter where the hard point is. Also, another added benefit is because they have such a large lead, they can afford to give up those last 15 seconds and rotate early, whereas Chicago, they might need to stay behind and get those scrap points to close that gap. And what that means is that you're hitting that hard point 3-4, and in a situation like this is a big disadvantage.
Yep, right now, I mean, you have OB here on a 4 spree. He's going to make it 5 as he picks up Majestic as well. Corners is kind of working around the hard point. He does see him. He is going to drop OB. 2 players go down from Atlanta, and this is actually almost a full 60 here. Coming out from Chicago, so they're doing a good amount of work here. So, yeah, that is going to be a fair amount of time brought back. We are going to head back to P1 inside the plane. This was Atlanta's territory as they picked up the first 90 or so points out of the gate. So we're going to see if Chicago's going to be able to do a whole lot about this, as Toph with the COD timing there is able to still pick up the kill. That's 2 down. Chicago's going to be spawning on the other side of the map now. So Atlanta is going to be in full control of this plane to start this one off.
Anyone just tuning in, if you do see people using the XM4, I don't know if it's been officially GA'd from the CDL. However, our weeks start Monday to Friday, so if a GA happens on a Wednesday, we don't actually change that rule until the next following week to allow our players time to adjust, so they don't go into effect immediately. So if you see things that were just GA'd, it's because our weeks start on Monday the next week.
Yep, the XM4 is officially GA'd, so that is going to go into effect tomorrow in our league. But the rules went into effect Monday, and because we have guys matches playing the next day, we have our rules set up just so that we will kind of put it into effect the following week and not the ongoing week, as Boozy's with a big 2-piece there. 3 go down from Chicago. And yeah, Atlanta once again picking up all the hill time here as they're approaching 200 points already. And Chicago's not in a great position here.
I will say, if you look at the kill ratio right now, Toph and OB are just putting a beating on Chicago, and that is giving them a massive advantage, allowing that map control, and Atlanta being able to just kind of roam free because they're putting such a hurting on. They're almost double positive there. You do see Chicago, they did persevere. They pushed through and took it for those last couple of seconds of this hill. You do have Atlanta Dazed. They are rotating early to that P5. I'm excited to see how this next one goes, but I do believe they can win it on this next hill.
Yep, the new hardpoint is going to pop, so Chicago is going to be there off the rip, but 2 are going to go down almost immediately. Stads is the last one on the hill. He's going to spin around, not pick up the kill onto OB. OB will be set up here inside the hardpoint. 210 has been passed by Atlanta, as 2 players are going to drop. Chicago is going to break into the hill. Toph's going to be there, though, for the trade, as Stads will return again, and this is literally just everyone fly into the hill as fast as you possibly can, and OB's killing everybody, including his teammates. Dasher with a big 2-piece, and when the dust settles, Chicago will be in charge of the hill. But Atlanta needs 32 seconds.
Developing from Toph right now, and just like that, he moved in and cleared it out. They weren't paying attention, and he kind of just danced between them and put a beating on them.
Yep, you're gonna have the arrows are heading back towards the middle to like you have the players set up for the new hill already, as Atlanta's in a great position. 3 go down for Chicago, and they're picking up the scrap time off of P3 as well, so they're getting absolutely everything right now. OB 30 kills to his name, as Boozy's gonna pick up another, and that just might be it, as Chicago can't get anywhere close to the hard point. They're just being cut down in every direction, as they're finally going to come in from the P2 side. 2 players are going to hop onto the hill. Boozy's going to be there on a 5-kill spree. Corners will drop 1 in the back. It's not going to be enough. He's going to get the contest the last second. He will go down, and that is going to be an Atlanta Dazed win as they pick up the first hard point, 250 to 112.
That's a difficult situation to be in, Sync. You've got 2 people on the Atlanta Dazed team that are kind of a head above the rest when it comes to gun skill, and on top of that, if you watched Atlanta play, Chicago, from a teamwork standpoint, they hit hard points. All right, so 3 seconds in, map 2, Atlanta Dazed versus Chicago Hunted. Atlanta Dazed is up 1-0 in the series. Let's see how it goes.
Yep, well, right off the rip, surprise, surprise, B hit coming out of Chicago, with OB is going to pick up corners up there in top green that will actually leave A side fully exposed here. Although Atlanta doesn't have X-ray vision. They don't know that type of thing, as Terenz is going to pick up Majestic. Stads will answer back. He will trade back onto Terenz. Boozy's is just around the corner from him, though, so he will have to play this cautiously. The bomb is going to go down. Shots are going to go in. Well, Toph is going to get picked off. He does get away there. And the bomb is actually being defused. Dasher is on the bomb. He's taking shots. He's gonna go down. Dad's last alive now with 3 bullets in his gun. I don't think he's aware he's got 3 bullets either. He finally reloads in a 1v1. 25 seconds to go. He's gonna pick him up, and he's not gonna win it.
You know, I'll say this, even though you have a couple of allegedly cracked guns from the previous matchup, they actually brought that one down and made it pretty close.
I thought Dasher there was going to pick up the defuse. I thought he had it, but it looks like someone from Atlanta swung wide and was able to pick that one up. So good play out of Atlanta, and then winning the 1v1 to follow it up. So there's a first round to Atlanta. Now Chicago's going to be on the attack. We'll see what they do off the rip here.
I'm guessing you're going to see another B bomb site hit, especially with Toff and OB. Actually, Toff goes down quickly, and that's smart. Again, Chicago, they're going to have to target Toff and OB if they want a chance to win here, if, again, the skill is any indication from that previous round. I am surprised if you notice on that B bomb site push last round, you didn't see him hit that barrel, the explosive barrel, you know, the Widowmaker, as I call it.
Yeah, well, it's gone now. Somebody did blow it up. I'm not sure who did that, if that was attacking or defensive sided. But we are at a 3v3. Sorry?
I said I don't see it blown up.
Well, okay, never mind. You're right. The barrel was hidden by the bomb. I thought it was farther in the corner. But Majestic is now in a 1v3 all alone. The bomb is down. He's gonna see the players. He's gonna hop out. He's gonna basically just hop into the guns of 2 players, unfortunately, and he is gonna get jumped on. And that will be a second round there to Atlanta.
He jumped in the ocean and the waters were chum. The sharks were circling. That's a difficult situation for anyone.
Yeah, Zobi peeking out that forever the floating tank versus top green, the forever fight of Garrison. Every round, there's somebody in each spot, and that gunfight is going to go someone's way.
2-0 going into the 3rd round. We do have Atlanta Dazed on the attack. So far, they have been able to take it. Every round leading up to this. Obviously, I just said 2-0. That was a dumb thing to say. But it looks like we do have a B bomb site push, I think, going on. OB is kind of watching that top green area, maybe giving some information, possibly going for an A bomb site push, but more than likely a B bomb site push.
Yep, we are going to have, you have corners playing the very far back, as Boozy's is going to hear the hop up, but corners playing this passive angle, but 2 of his teammates have already gone down. Dasher got caught in the vents. The hop up was heard. Toff is going to be crossing there. He is going to pick up stats. Now it's corners in a 1v4 from the other side of the map, and everything to do in front of him, as the bomb will go down. And this is not the most winnable situation I've ever seen.
It all comes down to this. Corners, he's got to make something happen here. 4v1. Atlanta Dazed takes it. Going into the 4th round, 3-0. Not looking great for Chicago right now. However, I have seen people come back from worse deficits here, but currently Chicago's got a little bit of ground to make up.
Yeah, quite a bit right now, but they are down 3-0. Still comebackable. It's not like they're out of it any regard.
Comebackable, I like that. Still comebackable. I'm gonna start using that. All right, we've got
still
round
within
4.
reach.
Chicago, yep. Chicago hunted on the attack. Obviously, I think we're gonna just see another B bomb site push again. You got to take out Boozies. You got to take out OBs. They're the crack shots here.
Yep, OB is going to be set up over on green side. You can relatively avoid him by just staying on the B side of the map. But the push is going to come in. Boozies is actually going to get a drop. That's going to be 2 down for Atlanta. This is the best position Chicago's been in the entire map. Dasher will trade back. So you're going to be a 2v3 here. As a shot's going to go down, OB's going to trade back on a corner. So the lead is now gone. It's a 2v2.
And unfortunately, that 2v2 is Toff and OB. The Bloodhounds of Atlanta Dazed, they are throwing rounds, and those rounds are hitting their mark.
OB hasn't died yet. He's 5-0.
Holy smokes.
Start this one off. And right now, Stats is a free bomb plan over towards B. Both the players from Atlanta have shifted over to this A side. I don't think they realize it's free. The bomb hasn't gone down yet. Majestic is now going to be the last alive as Stats gets caught. So the bomb down in a very uncomfortable place. As he's going to peek out, he will pick up 1. 20 seconds to go, though, so he is going to be a little more rushed here. As he's going to run right into Toff here. He just saw him. I don't know if he saw him, actually.
He did not see him.
They
He's
just
still
ran
looking
right
for
by
him.
each other.
Majestic has no idea. He's got a window of opportunity here. Toph has no idea where he's at. He's got the bomb. I think Toph knows he's probably going for an A bomb site push. He might get this here. He's got a second to get it. Does he have time? He does.
Gets the plant off, and he's gonna get away, but he's gonna get shot on the back. Toph will clutch up the 1v1. And then there's the defuse from Toph, so big play there out of Toph to collect a 4th round. They did end the kill streak of OB, although I think Toph is on a 5 spree of his own now, to be honest. But I mean, that was a 2v4 there. That was just clutched up by Atlanta.
Things looking dire for Chicago as we go into the 5th round. 4-0. Chicago's got to make something happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did the correct things in that beginning of that round. They picked up the necessary kills. They went up to a 4v2 advantage as Toph right off the rip. Hunting, he's looking for the kills. He's trying to find him here. He's on a 5 spree, looking for streaks. Boozy will pick up first blood. And wow, all of a sudden, Corners is the only one left. Wondering where the heck his team all went.
Before Chicago Hunted drops, it all comes down to Corners, a 1v3. It's not looking great. Atlanta Dazed takes it 5-0 so far in this series. I'm sorry, in this matchup. Chicago circling the drain. Atlanta Dazed on match point. Toph and Boozies are actually
not a 6 spree still. And with the bomb plans, he's so close to streaks. But yeah,
I would imagine
mean,
if he does get it, he's going to save that for the control.
Wait, what?
I said if he is able to pull off streaks and things like that.
I'm very confused by that statement still. The Dasher is going to push into the back. Terenz is going to get dropped. So it's going to be traded back, but Staz will find one. Boozy's the last alive. He's here in the back. Staz knows he's here. He's going to take some shots, but now in a 2v1 situation, and the 2 players from Chicago are very split up. You see Majestic is in the back. He is going to find him, though, and Chicago will pick up their first round.
First sign of life out of Chicago Hunted. Thanks for the clarification, Sync. I don't know why I thought that.
I was very confused.
Don't worry about it. It's just me being silly. But anyway, Chicago Hunted, not letting that 6-0 sweep. They're not going down without a fight. I like it.
Well, they pick up the first round. So honestly, if you're Chicago, it's just 1 round at a time. You got to tell yourselves 1 round, take it 1 at a time, and then slowly start bringing it back. You got the kills that you needed, really. You ended the kill streaks before, or ended the streaks before any artillery was picked up. But off the opening rip, Dasher has been dropped for first blood. Push is coming out of green there. Boozy's gonna pick up second on a corners, and this is actually looking like they're taking it A, as Majestic is gonna be in the back there. Staz is now gonna be the last alive as he drops. So a 1v4 here has to come in for Staz. And he's not going to be able to get any of them, as Atlanta will pick it up 6-1. So the S&D and the hard point going up pretty convincingly in Atlanta's favor here.
It was Chicago.
OGC reverse swept them 3 straight maps. Yep.
Yep. Very impressive matchup to watch. But we
that was
are
a great match. As Atlanta is going to be pushing straight into the plane here. The players are going to be... Boozy's actually got away right down the middle. And it doesn't look like the Chicago players actually spotted him. So he's going to have a great flank here coming up behind players. He's going to pick up Dasher on the way to B. He's going to swing himself around the back now. As Terenz will get caught out. As players are just like kind of traded spawn points. You got 2 players from Chicago pushed very far up here. And Atlanta's kind of stuck in the back. So off the rip, Chicago's looking quite good here. As well, right as I said, that OB picks up 2. Will get traded though. But the trades are all going in, and the lives are actually only gonna favor Chicago here, as they're up by 4 lives right off the rip.
Well, you do have Atlanta Dazed. It looks like they are hitting that A control point. I think they might actually be able to pull off a single tick here. Chicago, they are kind of circling them right now, and actually they were able to clear it out. Clutch moment for Chicago. I think they're going to be able to clear that tick completely.
Yep, they are gonna get all the players off, and honestly, the Atlanta players are just stuck in the back of yellow right now. As Tough is gonna be up inside the plane. OB and Terenz are both gonna chime in with a kill. Quarters are gonna be able to trade back on one, but Atlanta just without the map presence necessary, as Quarters are gonna absolutely beam them off a heady there. As Boozy is gonna be here over towards B's, about to get kind of caught in from behind. They have two players here on B. Contest comes in. They have no idea where the player is. It was Stads. He will get caught as the players are all gonna come flying in from Chicago, but they'll only be able to pick up one. And Dasher is gonna clean him out. So there you go. All that work for no tick. I think Chicago woke up. I don't know what happened in the break. We had like a 3-minute break. Something happened, and all of a sudden the players are popping. His corners is 8-3 to open this one up. You have. Yeah, there's only one player on Atlanta. Terenz is neutral. Everyone else is not doing too hot. So Chicago looking alive. Despite that, though, Atlanta has picked up progress here over towards A. His corner sitting all the way in the back. It's actually Toph solo capping over there on A. He is going to get caught. He will get traded.
That was actually that was a clutch moment by Chicago. They were able to clear out that A control point, and they're going to push that all the way back down, clear that second tick. Does look like Atlanta has taken advantage of that momentary distraction on that A control point. They were able to put some time on that B point, but I think Chicago, they were able to clear him out.
Yep, Atlanta now it's a 2v8 as it's all down to OB now in a 1v7. He's not going to be able to succeed, and Chicago will pick up the first round. So defensive round ridden, but they came out hot. They came out guns firing. Chicago, and that is what they needed. Yeah, I mean, Corners decided to... Corners, I guess, took the last two maps personally or something because he decided he's going to put matters into his own hands.
Hey, whatever they did, it worked for him. Chicago put a beating on Atlanta there.
Yep, well, now we're going to see what happens here on the offense. As it is going to be Chicago off the rip. We're going to see where they end up going. And it does look like they're going to go A right off out of the gate. One player into the plane. Corners are going to pick up first blood, so great opening shots there. As there's actually 3 Atlanta players here in the plane. They're going to be pushing out. But 2 players from Chicago have already hopped on to A. So we're going to see how they decide to play this. Boozy's going to come flying in from the top. They did pick up a tick. So that's 1 success already, actually, despite getting cleared out now.
Bear with me real quick, Mike. We're just going to restart that stream. It was kind of glitching for me. I don't know how it was doing for you. But it does look like we are back in Chicago. Looks like they are hitting that A control point right now, trying to get some time on. I think they got the first tick.
Yep.
It's hard to tell.
Yep, Chicago did get 1 tick into A. And the kills are favoring Atlanta currently by 3 as the waves kind of just going back and forth, back and forth. Dasher's going to hop on to B here. But the 2 players have hopped A from the side of Chicago as the kills are going their way. As actually it'll be OB in the back, picks up 2, not able to pick up the 3rd. Corners here going to attempt to solo cap this. But he's going to get most of this tick. He should. He's getting reinforcements from teammates. Toph's going to be the only one who can do much about it. He is going to get cleaned up from behind. And there you go. A secured for Chicago. And they're only down 2 lives.
I do believe B is the harder point to hit, though. Am I correct?
Oh, 100%.
So they've got their work cut out for them right now. It is 15-18 when it comes to respawn. Atlanta has been responding in kind with the kills, at least.
But really, I mean, on this map, like right now, there's already 1 tick in for Chicago. You only need a wave of kills. If you get 3 down and all your guys stay alive, that's 3 that can hop the point. But you also have to not go down too heavily in life count, as right now Chicago is down by 4 lives. So as they're gonna flood towards this hard point, as there's the kills you need. 4 go down for Atlanta. You have to hop the
get on that point.
You have to hop it. Get as many people as you can into this and make this go as fast as you possibly can while you're trying to kind of hold off as all 4 players are in here. As a contest is going to come in, Boozy's 3 go down. Tourette's picks up 2 of his own. Boozy's will pick up 2, and they came that close.
That was an absolutely clutch clear by Atlanta. They, I mean, that was the game otherwise.
Yeah, I mean that was. I mean Chicago basically had that. They had it in the palm of their hand. They're now out of lives. So that clutch up there from Boozies and Terens probably cost them the round, as it's now a 2v6 here. It's all going to be on Corners and Majestic. Corners is 25 and 11, who's now the last alive in a 1v6. He's taking shots at range. He is going to go down. And that was a big save there from Atlanta.
I will say, Atlanta may have won that, but they won it and they were on the ropes the entire time. Chicago put massive pressure on them. It's a very difficult map to win offensively, and Chicago almost took it. So that first win in Chicago's favor, that's a bit. I think that's advantage for them here because they're showing that offensive, I guess, prowess here. But we do have 1-1 going into that third round for Control.
I mean, that was an incredible round there. I mean, Chicago, I think they were just half a second too late in realizing that was 4 down from Atlanta, and they piled into the point just slightly too late. They had all 4 there. The tick came so fast.
Honestly, for the first like 5 seconds that they were surrounding it, you only had 1 or 2 people on it, and all 4 were around it. I honestly think had they all piled on it, they would have won.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they would have had it, as the trade is going to be in. Dasher's pulled out a QBZ, which is theoretically the go-to AR now for the flex players. I don't know exactly how well that's going, or if that's going to get GA, but Atlanta has 2 ticks into A already. Out of the gate, it's going incredibly fast for them here, as 2 kills will come through for Chicago, and Stads is going to clear out the 2 players on the hill. So 2 ticks is all they're going to get, and Atlanta will reset. As OB, Boozies are both going to pick up kills. It's going to be 3 down for Chicago. All of Chicago coming off respawn once again. 2 players from Atlanta are going to hop the point. As Toph swinging in from the back. He is going to find 2. He's not going to find the 3rd. Majestic will finish him off. But that should be A. That is going to be A. And Atlanta already has a player on B. Boozies will get cleaned up though, so that is going to be the end of the capture for now. But I mean, Atlanta right now is basically dead even in lives. Chicago's only down by 1. So we're going to see how this defensive round plays out here, as the shift of the map is now over towards the right side. You're going to have Toph playing that very forward position there inside the plane.
A really good clear by Chicago there, completely clearing it out. Atlanta has a lot of time in their favor. It seems like they kind of got their stuff together for these last couple of rounds, and they're kind of putting a little bit of a hurting on as far as how quickly they were able to capture that B control point. And they've got 2 people on it, so I think they're going to get that first tick. They're going to slowly push to that second tick. If they can clear out, I believe that is Dasher. They did. That's massive for them there. They're going to clear that second tick, and I'm sure they're probably going to be able to actually pull off the win here.
If there's the cap goes through, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead to Atlanta. So Chicago now with it all to do in front of them here.
Well, we go into is it the 3rd round?
4th round.
No, the 4th round. Sorry. I can't math tonight, apparently. Atlanta is at match point here. And it all comes down to this for Chicago. They've got to beat Atlanta or this match is over completely.
Yep, I mean, Atlanta up 2-0 already. So we're going to see what Chicago does here, as they are on the ropes. They are on the attack, so the harder side. But as we saw in round 2, they were that close. They were half a second away from winning the round.
They absolutely had that had they all poured on it, honestly. I'm convinced of it. I'm going to go back and watch the VODs later on, but I think they could have had it there. Looks like you do have that early A control point hit. Atlanta absolutely tearing apart Chicago right now, though. You had, I think, almost an entire team wipe. I think that's Majestic up on A.
Yeah, Majestic is going to pick up OB there. But in the plane right now, as the fights are going down, Atlanta will get cleared out of the plane. It looks like just 1 player left. It will get cleared off of A as well. As Boozy's actually going to be the last man standing inside the plane. Picks up 1, prevents the second tick of A from going through, and buys enough time for his team to get back for OB to just beam the players, as he's been doing all series long.
Boozy's is proof that how important plane control is. I mean, you have a direct line of sight to most spots from that kind of that wing area. And right there, I mean, he was able to prevent that second tick.
Because you do see Toph and Terence. Terence has swapped over the SMG right now as Majestic's looking for Toph inside of Tube, it looks like. Will pick him up. But, I mean, you got 35 seconds to go, and Atlanta is just kind of running Chicago over now.
They're getting real close. If they don't push as a team, they could get spawn trapped here. Atlanta in a really, really good position, push really far forward. Chicago kind of against the ropes here.
Yep, Dasher, actually 3 go down for Atlanta. Corners has called in the cruise missile, which is now necessary because this team is not in a great position. He's only going to be able to find 1. But that is going to get most of the players off of A. They're going to get their second tick in here, I believe. 15 seconds to go on the clock. The contest will come in. The trade's going to be there. OB picks up 2.
With a massive 2-piece there. That was huge.
As a contest is going to come in, Stads as well. There comes in the artillery from corners. But they're going to get cleared off of A. So again, can't finish the tick. Chicago's all coming off of respawn. Quarters are going to get cleaned up. There's 7 seconds to go. And it doesn't look like anyone from Chicago is going to get to a control point in time. They're out of lives. They're down 11 lives. And that is going to be it. 3-1. Atlanta Dazed take the map. They're going to take the series 3-0 over the Chicago Hunted.
A couple of clutch moments I want to point out there. OB with that final clear. Even though he went against 3-1 odds on that A control point, he was able to actually clear out 2 of them. And although he did go down.